Yeah, man. There's a lot going on in the world here, Cam. There's a lot of people doing things. A lot of stuff on TV. A lot of news, a lot of fake news, a lot of good news, you know what I mean? I'm here for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I like it. I like what's going on. It's an exciting time right now, you know what I mean? But what I really love is when we start the show.
It's time for the hottest podcast in the nation. The Cutsconvocoffee Podcast, hosted by best-selling author and entrepreneur Derek D. Reed. Get ready for insight, laughs, and conversation. It's going to be lit. Powered by I Can Rock Entertainment. Let's get it. It's that #1 worldwide podcast. Worldwide.
Yeah, it's your boy OG Nitty at 91.3 FM, WVUD and WVUD HD1 Newark, the voice of the University of Delaware. When I'm not live on my show, Team Nitty Radio, I'm rocking out with my favorite podcasts out there, Cuts, Convo, and Coffee with Top Shelf D. Reed.
To my man behind the cam, half amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Jump Out Tans in the building. Push the subscribe button and everybody know that you are watching #1 barbershop podcast, Cuts, Convo, and Coffee.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's the boy Top Shelf D. Reed. You are now tuned in to another episode of the #1 barbershop around Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. What's up, everybody, man? Half Cam, half amazing. What's good, man?
Hey, what's up, D. Reed?
I'm doing all right, man. Listen, if you're just tuned in, man, make sure you go ahead and push the subscribe button. Yeah, right there. Boom. Hit that subscribe button. Let everybody know you're watching the #1 barbershop podcast, Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. And if you're joining me on social media, that's Facebook, Instagram, and they got so many. It's so many. Got threads, and I can't even keep up. Listen, make sure you go ahead and push that share button right now. If you're tuning in live, push it right now. Let everybody know you're watching your boy Top Shelf D. Reed on Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. We are in the building right now, and it's about to get live, Half Cam. What's going on, my bro?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of question marks on your attire.
Well, you know, it's the reason for the season. The season is the reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I'm the Riddler, not the Diddler. Don't get it twisted. Hold up. You got to say Riddler, not the Diddler, because the Diddler's in trouble right now.
Well, I must say,
Take that.
you have been known for being very festive.
Yes, sir.
During the Halloween season.
I am known.
I just heard the word on the street is that you have your own closet of Halloween costumes.
Happy Halloween to everybody that's tuned into the show, man. For those who know me and been watching me on my social sites, you already know every year, man, I go in on a Halloween tip. And Half Cam, you are so right. You know what I mean? That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
So
I love it.
The question is,
what's the question? Tell
since
me.
you have questions on,
Yeah.
why did you choose this particular outfit?
You know what? The Riddler's always real clever. You know what I mean? It's about the riddle thing. It's about the mental fortitude. You know, he's smart. You know what I mean? And everybody that I actually become is always something behind it. So I'm glad you even said that. Whether it was Blade, I like Blade, man. Remember the first Blade? I was Blade last year.
What?
Listen, go on my TikTok right now. Watch me transform into Blade. Did you see it? Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I
sent
did
it
see
to you. Half Cam, half amazing.
You sent it to me.
I started,
But I did see the show enough.
Listen, I started to become Half Cam, half amazing. I was gonna wear a cape and I was gonna have cameras all on and stuff like that. I was gonna be Half Cam, half amazing.
Oh man!
I was just gonna just leap off a building into a set.
Sheesh.
Shit.
What's up, D. Reed?
What's up, my bro? How you doing, man? Listen, everybody's locked in right now, tuned in.
I see, man. We're good, man. We're looking good. We're feeling good. And the question is.
Yeah, the question is, you know what I mean? We get excited today. You know why we're excited, right?
Oh, I know why you excited.
I'm excited because we got a guest in the building. Listen, man. Listen, if you stay tuned, we're going to have one heck of a show today. It's going to be crazy today. I got my boy in the building. I'm not going to introduce him yet, man. You know what I mean? So I also got a little side special guest, too. She got a podcast that's coming out soon. So I told her just come on and fill in a little bit, introduce herself. You know, let the people in the audience get familiar with who she is. Kira Beer is in the building. Is that I say that right?
That's my girl.
Go, give her a shot. Can we give her a little shot, man?
Hey.
You know what I mean? Hey.
Let me tell you something, man.
Go ahead.
Energy you cannot put in a bottle.
Let me tell you something.
Come on, man.
She wears me out. She wears me out early.
In a good way.
In a good way. Like, wears me out. Oh,
look,
God.
And if you don't get her in the morning, If you see her during the evening, it's all repair work.
Yeah, if it wasn't Kara Beer, it was to be coffee. You just call her coffee.
Yeah, straight adrenaline.
She's the coffee in the Cuts Convo, I think, because she's lit.
Hey.
But anyways, we're going to hear from her, too, and we're going to talk about what she's doing and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell her chime in on a couple of things, too, because I like her perspective.
Oh, you know she is.
And a lot of females, when you're looking for the females to be on the show, half can, they be like, no, where the females at? Listen, I love the females. Let's go. You know what I mean?
She a hybrid. She's a hybrid.
She's just different.
Yeah.
Halfkin, how was your weekend, man?
Hey, man, it was good. Everything was good.
Okay, I knew you're traveling.
Yeah. Actually, I did. I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
At the One Music Fest.
Shout out to the A.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was called the One Music Fest. Make sure y'all look that up, man.
Every year, man. You had Jeanette Monet. You had Jeezy's. I mean, it was crazy.
Oh,
man.
my God.
Yeah. Shout out to Toyota, too.
Toyota, yes, I seen that.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff, man. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad you're back safe into the studio. Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. We can get to that, too. Anything else?
I'm happy to be here. But guess what?
What's up?
I know you got a lot to talk about.
Oh, I got a lot to talk about, man. Let me tell you this real quick, man. So I had a big week. I'm preparing for a show, so I'm in show mode. So I don't do a lot of posting when I'm in show mode. I just try to throw out some stuff for the show, but I try to do stuff in segment. And I was a part of a big project that Halfcan knows about that I had to complete this last week, and it's been 2 weeks. So I had a major project with a major company.
Oh man,
Can't tell
them.
I can't tell y'all, but I just had a major project with a major company, and we completed it. Thank God. Oh my God! Shout out to Trust Renovations and Remodeling. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. And I couldn't do it without my team, so I just want to give you guys a special shout out that we finally completed that project, and we got many more to come. So,
and you accomplished a lot of the firsts.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Amazing. We're gonna talk about that probably on another time when we can. But it's a lot of firsts, and there's a lot of big firsts in this. It was amazing.
Well, I know it's the first.
Yeah.
Of a big check. I had to say it. Keep it 100.
Wow, well, it wasn't $1 trillion company. But anyway, but we did good. We did really good. So man, I'm happy about that. And let me tell you something. The company is dope. I just felt great about it. It was a professional. My team was professional. I hired some extra people to come on the team because we needed a lot. But not to go too deep in that. I just wanted to say thank you and I'm grateful. You know what I mean? Honestly. Yeah. So I did that, and again, I'm in show mode. So Watermelon Cornbread. I'm gonna say it again because Watermelon Cornbread is coming to Wilmington, Delaware. If you're in the tri-state area, make sure you come out and check out the #1 stage play comedy, Watermelon Cornbread, The Holiday, Half Camp. I always want to do a holiday play. Always. Yeah, I want people to come out during the holiday instead of keep spending their money on gifts and stuff that's going to go old and under the couch and all that stuff. Especially the little ones.
Yeah, I don't do that.
And I know Beard knows about that. Like these toys and what?
We don't not here to spark the economy, the toy economy. Nah,
we don't do that no more. So
we create memories, not headaches.
Because they don't still have Black Friday or nothing like that, do they?
Come on, we're not going to get into why we got to name it Black, but okay.
But they got Black Friday where everybody go shopping. They don't do that no more. Remember, it used to be packed.
It's called Prime Day.
Prime Day. Online. There you go.
Exactly.
So I think I did all that. I had a good weekend, man. I think mine was more business oriented with the projects.
Yeah.
We got it done. I'm back in show mode. Shout out to my cast too, man. Oh my God. My cast is on a group text, and we are in tears every day with each other. You know what I mean? And I'll let y'all know more about that. We'll bring up the flyer, I'm sure, somewhere in here. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Anyway, so listen, if you're just tuning in to Cuts Convo Coffee, please do not forget to push the subscribe button. Let everybody know you're watching Cuts Convo Coffee and your boy, Top Shelf D. Reed, along with my man, Half Can Half Amazing. If you're watching this on any social media platform, make sure you push share. Let everybody know you're watching your boy, man. Half Can. If they just tuned in and they don't know what the show is about,
you must have to explain.
I got to explain to you what Cuts Convo Coffee is about. It's only right?
They wouldn't know.
Can I do it?
Let's do it.
Then let's go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Top Shelf D. Reed. Yes, about 30 years, I was a professional barber and a professional instructor. I decided to hang my clippers up, but that's cool. I left them at the shop, but I brought the conversations with me because the conversations are the wholesome part. The conversations that I have with every walks of life up into celebrities. So there you go, Cuts and Convo. And where does the coffee come from? Ain't it right, y'all? Simply because we are woke and not blind. A lot of people proclaim to be woke, but they are blinded than a mug. It's the boy, ain't that right, Ray? There he is. All right. Half Can, Half Amazing. Welcome to my barbershop.
Well said.
All right, man.
Well said.
Listen, man, I got a guest that's coming on this show, y'all. And he is so dope, man. Let me just, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and bring him up now. Is that okay, Half Can?
Hey, man, let's see it.
Let's go ahead and see what he got going on, man. Listen, with 18 years of experience as an on-air FM radio personality, he knows he's not used to the mic, you know what I mean? So, pause. And over 20 years as an event host, Nitty is no stranger to entertaining the masses. That means he has spoken in front of a lot of people. Whether it be on stage, in the studio, or even on the dance floor, I don't know what that part's about, but if he dance, we're gonna make sure that he gets the dance in there, some Michael Jackson stuff. Anyway, Nitty has long been known to make people laugh, feel joy, and challenge folks to think critically, and while bringing his comedic flair to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy, Franco Thomas, a.k.a. OG, like you say, Nitty. What's up, my bro?
Appreciate it, my guy. I'm in the building. Team Nitty Radio, 91.3 FM, WVUD and WVUD HD1 Newark. Catch me every Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. right on that station, or WVUD.org, or you can download the TuneIn app to your smartphone or your tablet. Look up WVUD. WVUD is the word of the day.
Good night, everyone. We're done. We're done. God darn it, man. Good night. We're done. Thank you. What's up, my bro?
I'm good, man. How you feeling? I like this, man.
Oh, this is wonderful, man. I'm so glad that you got the opportunity to come on through and hang with us on Cutsconvocoffee finally, right?
No doubt.
And that's just digital, right?
Yeah.
Gosh,
just
man.
In the studio cutting up, you know.
Look, do me a favor, man. Say hi to my people on Facebook.
What's going on, everybody on Facebook? Subscribe, all that. You know, you can find me on Instagram at OG Nitty.
See, he's so used to giving the
there
calls.
in the building,
man.
you know,
that's
everything. I like this.
For those that don't just know, tell everybody, you know, where you're from and all that good stuff.
So I'm originally born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Flatbush, what up, though? We in the building. Then I moved to Delaware for college, and I just never left. You start learning things as you get older, like cost of living.
What college did you go to?
University of Delaware. Shout out to the Blue Head Nation. We just had our homecoming.
What Kevin Hart called it?
Yeah, the bird. Well, that was Dell State.
I'm so sorry. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. But go ahead.
Yeah, got to go further down south. Okay. But shout out to all the Hornets. But yeah, Blue Head Nation. We just had a homecoming. Yeah, so
y'all did, yes.
UD, and yeah, it was a good time. And that's actually how I got into radio. Some of my friends were actually doing a show at the radio station. I simply wanted to go see what a radio station looked like.
Wow,
that was it. No, nothing. I never had aspirations of being in the radio.
What?
When I got down there, they said, we want you to do a segment.
I'm glad you went right to my next question, because I was going to ask you how you got into radio.
Yeah, and I was like...
how long you been doing it?
Okay, so that was 2006. So,
wow.
Yeah, what we on? It was 2024, so 18 years now. Man.
Wow.
Then it just kind of took off on its own, and then I wound up saying I got hungry for it, so I said I want my own show now.
Wow.
So after that first year, you know, I wound up getting my own show, and Team Nitty Radio was born in 2007, and we've been running ever since.
Get out of here, man.
Got the whole umbrella, Nitty in the City. So you have the Team Nitty Radio show, and you have we have a couple of podcasts, you know.
Yes. That's a nice
Sunday
studio
dinner
too.
Where everybody eats.
I've been through your studio too. You know what I mean? Y'all got a couple rooms that's really nice.
You know,
y'all got a popping. So let me ask, when you was younger, did you always want to get into radio, or did someone say, "Yo, man, you got a nice voice"? Because usually it starts from a voice. You know, people like
no, zero.
Did you sing?
I didn't know anything about radio. I mean, I couldn't sing well. I mean, everybody can sing, right? It's who can sing well. Yeah, right? I'll do a karaoke, but no, I cannot sing well. I mean, I was kind of always, I guess, in the arts though. My middle school was a school for the arts, so I was in chorus then. We called it chorus, not choir. So I was in chorus then, and I kind of carried it to high school a little bit. But then in high school, I did a couple of stage plays.
Okay.
Nice. And it was one of those things where, again, I never wanted to do anything like that. But because of my personality, my teachers were kind of like, well, we think you can play this role really well. So I went ahead and played the roles. And then things just kind of carried. And then with the radio, like I said, once my friends wanted me to do that one segment, it was just on and popping from there. And I was like, hey, you know what? I love radio now.
Now, was you ever shy growing up? Was you shy? Was you like scared or anything like that? You have that? I can't see it. You know what I mean?
When I was very young, I was a little more shy outside of my family.
Okay.
All right. But I kind of grew out of that kind of quick. I think I was forced to grow out of that. So then, you know, you just start. And then I think a big thing was, too, when I got to high school, that was the big culture shock because, you know, elementary and junior high, 99% black kids where we from. Right. Got into high school, it was like 51% white. And it was like, oh, okay. So now you start, you know, you get pulled out your box a little bit more. Yeah. And then next thing I know, you know, just kind of become the social guy. And by 11th grade, I was like the guy, I guess. And then I never looked back.
That's awesome, man. I'm saying you've been doing radio for a long time. What's it, 18 years?
Yeah.
18 years. I'm like, that's long. That means you love it. You love radio. What's like one of your favorite parts about the radio, or even doing radio? Like, we all got our favorite parts, being behind the mic or talking to people. What's your favorite part?
I would say my favorite part is when I get to actually interact with the guests.
Yes.
Because, you know, one thing about Team Nitty Radio is we have this sit on the couch and make yourself at home feel. You know, you go on some shows and it feels very interview-like. Like, I'm going to be on ABC and these are the structured questions.
Yes.
It better be prim and proper.
A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
That's very true.
Yeah, you come on TV radio, people don't even notice. I don't even have a script. You know, I know a little bit about you if I've done my research, and then I go all off the cuff.
Yes.
Because and then it just becomes it doesn't become an interview anymore. It's a conversation.
Right.
And once you get a person feeling that comfortable, then the whole interview, so to speak, is going to go real well. So that's my favorite part, just kind of connecting with the guests. 91.3.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I did an interview with you maybe a couple of weeks ago, and we got another one coming up too, and I think the next month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I might bring a couple of cast members.
That'd be lovely.
And I like that you said that you're trying to be authentic, and that's what I felt when I was on the show. I felt real, like you asked me some great questions. Not only did you do homework, but you conveyed the fact that I know this guy. You know what I mean? Right. I know about this guy, and that's how I feel about you, man. I know you a really high energy guy and stuff like that. And what makes you keep that high energy? Because I know there's always just like you asked me, there's another side too. We'll get to that. But you're high energy. People love you, man. And I'm on the radio. I mean, you play some good music too.
Appreciate it.
91.3. I'm just letting y'all know, but he plays some great music. So go ahead.
So yeah, I just feed off the whole entertainment vibe. It's like it's like I go into the show mode, so to speak.
Yes.
Right. You remember how they had that whole big practice thing with Allen Iverson, right?
Yes.
And it was
practice.
Like, people were like, whether he practice or not, he still goes out there and gives you 30 and whatever every night, and he's gonna give it his all. That's me. Like, you might see me in the street and it might just be calm. But as soon as a mic turns on or, a TV camera light or something turns on, we going right into show mode. And I don't know, I get that energy and it just happens naturally. It's like a high.
I understand what you're saying.
And you don't want to let that high go.
Yeah, like if I don't have that, and that's something that we have to have before we get in front of these mics or even on stage. You got to be able to build up. You got to grab it from somewhere because sometimes you can go out throughout the day and you can have a bad day.
Right.
How do you fight through a bad day knowing that you still got to do a show that night? And I know he'll see me sometime or be on the phone. He'll be like, "Oh man, we ain't Top Shelf. Where's Top Shelf at?" He's looking for Top Shelf. He'll know Top Shelf with some bullshit before all day. He don't know that, but I try my best to come to a place where I can find that medium. Say I got to be transforming to Top Shelf D. Reed. What do you do? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, so if we're talking specifically about radio, what drives me into it is just the fact that I'm in control.
Look how you holding that Bible.
You know, see that good book right there? That I'm in control. So now, this show, speaking of Team Nitty Radio, it's not gonna happen if Nitty is not there to hit the button, to move, adjust the little things people don't think about, adjust the volumes and the levels, to play the music that folks like, because we get a variety of listeners. So I know I'm hitting on those cylinders, right? Or even if I don't have a guest in there, I know somebody's listening. Yeah. So just knowing that somebody's out there and I need to keep them entertained, that just kind of keeps me going right there. I don't care if it's one person or 1,000 people.
Yes.
You're gonna get what I got to give you.
Yes. A lot of people don't know that, man. Until you saying that it's not just about everybody, it's just that one person sometimes to say, I got to do it for that one person. I got to come on stage and I got to, whether they spending their money or whether they just hold it, because you never know what people are going through.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times we do go through things and we forget that other people go through things much worse sometimes, but they want to listen to your voice and hear you say something positive, something on a good point. Have Cam.
Yeah, absolutely, man, because you do have a platform.
Yes.
And having a platform, you do have, it comes along with the responsibility of telling the truth.
Yes.
And also being there for your listeners.
Right.
Yes.
So I definitely understand what you're saying.
I think the key word you said, that's great that you said responsibility. And I think as a radio, what do they say? Radio disc jockey. They still say that?
Radio personality.
Radio personality. I don't know. See, you got to watch what you say now because I don't know what the hell.
That's like saying your son playing Xbox. You're like, hand me that controller.
Oh, okay.
That joystick.
Pause. Anyway, got you here. Don't you think I got you too? Anyway, but yeah, man. So yeah, people don't understand that you got to have a heart for this thing. You know what I mean? And a responsibility. Now you do got people that's on the other side who chose to not have responsibility and can just blurt out anything and say anything. Everybody can't get away with the same stuff.
Right.
I think I can get away with some stuff, but I just don't try. You know what I mean? Because we live in this world of everybody's sensitive.
Yeah.
I think we got to break out of that, though. I really do. And even with you saying that, part is you saying that certain stations are script you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
How do you feel about that part? That you can be authentic. Like a lot of y'all watching, man, this ain't scripted. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I got a run sheet to keep me on track. I get that. You know what I mean? So I won't go too ahead of the time. But it's not scripted where I got to say, yo, here's your questions. Here's what I want to ask you. And I guess sometimes that could be good, but I don't know. But now in the day world, it shows that we're not authentic no more.
Exactly.
I don't like that part.
With respect to that, it is about finding that proper medium too. So like, WVUD and WVUD HD1 Newark, being a non-commercial radio station, while we are regulated by the FCC, we may not be as heavily regulated as some of your big
and what that mean? Tell everybody what that means, because they don't know exactly what they mean.
Meaning, certain things they just not going to get away with saying. And even if it's not from an FCC standpoint, the big wigs, let's say if you work for ESPN, owned by Disney, you're not going to get away with saying certain things.
A good point.
All right, point blank, period. Even if you think you high up on the the levels there, you say the wrong thing, he's going to get you out of there.
Right.
They're going to show you the wrong things.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's true.
Huh? What? Say it loud.
That's another combo right there. That's another conspiracy.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, hold
you need
up.
to say it now.
Now I'm a Disney fan. Y'all know I like Disney, but come on, Disney.
At WVUD,
stop pointing the fingers. 3 pointing at you.
At WVUD, normally, as I give a disclaimer, I can speak on things that maybe that's my personal feeling on something, and maybe everybody won't agree with what I have to say, or they might not even downright not like it, but it won't get me kicked off. But to find a happy medium, we still do have our officials at the University of Delaware itself, and certain things you don't want to kind of touch on the rails of certain topics because then that can mess with what they have going.
The views of Frank Nitty are solely his.
I was just about to say.
Let me tell you something.
Always say the views and opinions expressed by the individuals on Team Nitty Radio. Those are solely those of said individuals who do not necessarily represent the views of Team Nitty Radio 91.3 FM, WVUD, WVD, HD1 North, University of Delaware, and its affiliates.
See, you had to say that a couple of times when I was on the show. Clear. But you said that to me a couple times when I was on the show. I don't know what I said, but you went right into
it was because I knew what I was about to say.
You know how he said it? He said it like the disclaimers that be on the commercials. A little bit of words. A little bit of words. But they be selling Olympic.
We're going to talk about that fine print. Let me tell you something. Listen, when it comes down to fine print, that tells you where our world is at. If you can get away with putting fine print, that means I'm going to put this here, hopefully that you won't even see it, that I can get you in this contract and hurt you some kind of way, or at least benefit all the way on my end. Listen, we live in a society where they got something called fine print. Think about that.
Yes.
Fine print should be illegal.
It should be.
You should have everybody see what's on that contract. They state it clearly, and then guess what? You should be able to take it to a lawyer, and he says it's not clear enough. They got to go back and redo it. Because I'm telling you, I have dealt with many contracts where people put something in fine print, or it wasn't clear what you were saying, and I had to call my lawyer. You know what I mean? But that should be against the law. They don't talk about stuff that's important.
That's how some of the music artists get beat on those deals.
Yes.
Those deals, the fine print got them.
Let me say it one more time, because he just said it. Fine print. In this society, they got something called fine print. And even on the commercials, they got that fast talking at the end. This will cause heart. Exactly. You're gonna faint at the bus stop, diarrhea, boom, boom, boom. And they keep doing that. But listen,
may catch a stroke and die. I just wanted to end my knee pain.
Yeah. So someone need to regulate that and say, no, slow down, say it clear that you're going to have you might have a heart attack, blood clots, and you're going to die.
They do call it fine print
after 12 o'clock.
They call it fine print.
That's some bullshit.
Because you have to find the devil in the print.
Well,
the devil.
Don't get Mr. Mo money started.
Listen, everybody, you just tuned in, man. I'm here with my man, OG Nitty, on the show, in the building, man. Listen, we just getting started, but listen, we got to pay some bills too, here, Ken, because we got segments to do. Is that okay? Are you ready? Listen, I need you to join in on one of my segments, man. We're going to go ahead and bust it up. This is not scripted, you know what I mean? No. We're going to go from the hottest stuff that goes on the shows and out on social media and all that. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hots. Let's go. It's one of my favorite. Listen. Listen, if you just tuned in, I cannot do the hots. You already know what I need. I need my shades. That's right, the Deion Sanders, the blenders. That's right, don't blend in, blend out. And it's so fitting for Cutsconvocoffee because being a barber, we do a lot of blending and fading. Don't blend in, blend out. Let's go. Yo, this... Oh my God, we got a lot of. Listen, I got so many pairs of blenders that people we call them. Can I get those silver ones this weekend? D-Reed, can I get those? Can't go ahead. Which ones you got? Wow.
Okay.
Listen. Y'all ready to go? We ready to go? Listen, this is part of the show where we talk about what's the hottest things that's been going on social media and throughout the world. And why not start off with what we gonna talk about? Oh, I know. Kamala. That's what.
Oh wow.
So Kamala, Cam, Beyonce, and Kelly.
Oh wow.
Oh, let's talk about that. How do y'all feel about that? You see that? You know, I don't get too deep in politics. So say what you want to say. But
I'm just glad you said Kamala, not Kamala.
Oh, Kamala. It's right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so many people keep saying Kamala, and I'm like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all had long enough to get this lady's name right.
It's Kamala. Is it right?
It's Kamala.
Okay, so Kamala invited Beyonce and Kelly to their what's the name? The gathering they had. You know what I mean? It was the Democratic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all get to see it?
I did not.
You know, a lot of people was kind of hot because they thought Beyonce was going to perform. Did you think Beyonce was going to perform?
People just always want Beyonce to perform. That's what it is.
I did not think that at one time. Did you have Cam?
I didn't watch it. I got mixed feelings about the whole thing.
Okay. We can go too deep.
Hey.
How do y'all feel about it? How you feel that she called, first, keep in mind, she done had Usher up there before, right? A couple start Eminem, Usher, and now it's Beyonce.
At this point, to me, it's the battle of the blacks. Because he done had the people on there performing, and then it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, where's the real what's going on? Like,
help me understand this, y'all, and I'm just asking a real serious question. And it's probably an obvious answer there. Derek, come on now. But why are we grabbing so many celebrities, singers, and stars when they're rich? Number one, they never said they had any type of.
They in Trump's brand, like
they
y'all ain't
never even
it's
had any political nothing in their whole career. Never talked about nothing. I just don't understand that part. Now I'm saying you shouldn't get them, but can't you bring somebody else too? Like I don't understand that part.
Why do you need to bring somebody? Can you talk about the real issues that we dealing with to get us?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Kira Beer in the building. Let's the Kira. She is dressed up with the night.
Come on, serial killer.
I can't say too much against her.
Very creative.
Kira the killer. But anyway, is it a problem? And am I being fair that it's a problem? Because I feel something about it.
So, from the standpoint of let's say the average citizen who, like Kira Bear just said, you want to know where do you stand on issues? How are you going to help me get through this and that and the other? Right. Yes, it's very fair. Very fair. Here's the thing. The thing about politics, though, they play to win, and they pander and they got to do different things to play to win.
I like that keyword.
If I need to get influence, let's say voters, I know that there's a beehive out there that's like damn near 1 billion people, and if Beyonce says vote for Kamala, a good amount of those folks are going to vote for Kamala and never have followed a day of politics in their life.
That's where I'm at.
Let me get Beyonce on my program.
So playing devil's advocate, right? What does it say about those people though? That they say, oh, whatever she says, we know y'all gonna follow her. Y'all not gonna do no research, y'all gonna study, y'all not gonna do nothing. Y'all just gonna know that that's Beyonce up there and we gonna follow her. And I'm like, what is that saying about the people though?
And that's where we found D. Reed's innocent error. He put his faith in the American people. As a whole.
But
we can't do that.
No.
We can't do that.
No.
But I'm saying though, where did they get that from?
What I gather, they're not even after the woman's vote. Right. They're after the black man's vote at this point.
It's obvious, right? We got that. Right. And they don't hide that.
But I will say this. The reason why it's going to be hard to get the black man's vote, right? I'm going to say what all men are afraid to say. Right. It's because we are married to black women.
Oh, that's part. I think that's not all of it, but that is part of it. I think
what does that mean?
Hold on now.
And
this is opinion.
We know black women.
The views and opinions expressed.
And I'm not saying my wife is not educated enough to run the country. Right. But I know she's not emotional enough.
Okay. Well,
and that's why they have to go after the black man's vote.
Okay. I mean, I think that's part of it. I think some of it could be part of it going after the black man's vote. I mean, it feels like that. At least they're saying that. They definitely. We know that. That's not a secret, y'all.
Let's ask the woman.
So let me say this, though. How would I like chocolate chip cookies. Love them. Right? But what if it was a man named Chips Ahoy that they got out there and said, man, we need Derek vote. Man, tell Chips Ahoy, man, to go out there and talk. They're going to follow him. I feel kind of like I'm stupid. I feel like, what? Yeah. Like over some cookies?
Yes.
Like, get Derek out there and he's going to go because he like cookies. That's what they're saying about this music thing and these artists. And it's like, Derek ain't going to do no research. Because it's true. He's just going to come with the cookies.
And where Derek might not,
sad,
Danny will.
That's sad. It is sad.
Matter of fact, since we talk about music, one thing they always talk about is the impact that music has on listeners, right? Think about that time when Kurt Cobain and all that grunge music was out there and everything. Listeners were literally killing themselves listening to some of that music. Some of the music would say, go out there and commit suicide. And they did. Right. Please don't commit suicide, folks. And they did, though.
These words are solely of Nitty.
Yes. Yes, this is totally
not
Nitty.
solely
talking.
It's a frequency.
But for real, like... So you'd be amazed at what can influence people to do certain things. Right. And music has always played a big part in, tapping into people's psyche, whether it's for the good or for the bad. The same way you have music that makes you feel amazing when you hear it in the morning. Yes. You might have a get hype song or maybe a gospel song. Yes. Then there may be songs that really bring you down.
I think you're right. I think you're 100% right on that. I just don't think it's fair to the people
and that's
to.
What everybody's paying attention
and that's what they're. And this is where. And listen, I'm going to use myself. Exactly. And I'm going to use myself. Like I said, they're going to use my love for cookies. You know what I mean? Why would y'all do that to me? That's how it would feel. You know what I mean? But this is where we at. And the newsflash, stars ain't stars no more like they used to be. How about that? Now stars, you can probably hit them on the inbox. They might even hit you back. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. These new stars are these media people who got these pages. They ain't the stars no more. Nobody don't care about stars like that no more. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. Let me say that.
They're influencers, D.
Yeah,
they influence.
Not even famous.
They got a little cult. So
but it's a little hurtful.
Well, break down. Let me. You break this down. Break down the word famous.
Famous. Right.
Noun and then.
See.
Give me a definition of famous.
Well, let me tell you something, man. Let me say this about fame, because people don't understand that anybody can fall in the category of fame. That's number one. Anybody. Guess who else famous? Jeffrey Dahmer. Guess who else famous? Charles Manson. Guess who else? The kids that shoot up these schools and stuff. They are famous. But let me tell you what category they can't fit in. That's the category of greatness, where you got Martin Luther King, where you got Malcolm X, where you got people like that. They can't fit in that category. So I think we need to stop promoting fame, because anybody can get in that group. But a lot of y'all can't get in the group of greatness, and that's where I'm at. I want to be in the group of greatness, and that's real shit.
Because they replaced.
How about that?
They replaced celebrity with fame.
Yes.
And that's the difference between a celebrity and someone who has fame.
I totally agree.
Because nowadays you could put a cat on a screen and that cat will get 10 billion followers just because it was a grumpy looking cat.
Of all the cats on there, and they got 10 billion followers.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'd be remiss if I can't.
Grumpy cat, the cat that's going around beating up other cats right now.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, I just want to touch on that little political stuff, you know what I mean, without getting too deep. I know they probably, let's talk about Trump. Well, Trump had a little campaign, too. Let's go talk about it, be fair. And they had a couple people on there was doing some, outlandish, he got the wrong comedians. He got the wrong comedians. And I don't know the comedian name, but he was on the Tom Brady roast. And he actually killed the roast, but he's a little edgy. Yeah. Is it time that we start, not saying that, don't talk about Puerto Rico. Come on, y'all. Puerto Rico, come on, man.
Let's make America great again.
We're not going to talk about Puerto Rico. That's Puerto Rico? What? San Juan?
But Trump speaks.
I can't do it.
I think he speaks more volumes with the point you were asking about influence than even when we were talking about these celebrities and stuff that Kamala or the artists are trying to bring on. Yeah. For all the things that he said, go back to the first run or this run.
Right.
And the fact that he won the first run and this run is close tells you a whole lot, because he's literally saying things that anybody else, they would have been canceled long time ago. And I'm not even saying it from a race standpoint. Yeah, no. Anybody else long ago would have been canceled. He got people to run up on the Capitol of the United States of America.
They was inside on the thing with
Well, there you go. There's the power of influence. There you go.
Right.
There's the power of influence.
Exactly.
They made it past the gate. They'd have blew us up the
Listen here.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same. It's not equal. Don't get it twisted. It's not equal.
But that influence that he has.
The influence.
Sometimes
when COVID came, this man said spray Lysol in your mouth. They was spraying Lysol over their body.
Were they really doing that?
Drink bleach, all of that.
Oh my God! Hey, please don't tell me they was doing that.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is his influence got him the White House.
Yeah,
it's gracious, man.
And it might do it again if we being honest.
Who y'all think gonna win?
He got my vote.
Heck yeah, have amazing. Listen, everybody, you just tuned in to Cutsconvocoffee. You are tuned into the Hots. I got some more on the list, though. Y'all ready for to go to the next one? I'm going to go to sports a little bit.
Okay.
Bronny James made it to in the NBA, and LeBron had a long dream, a dream of having his son play on the court the same time that he was on the court. Unfortunately, he has just been downgraded to the G League. I don't know if y'all know that. Did you know that?
I did not know he got downgraded.
He got downgraded to the G League. Now, I do think he's going to be able to split his time. There's something that he might split his time. I can't say that I'm against him wanting his son to be on the court with him. You know what I mean? But I just think that, it was proven that he just wasn't ready for that stage.
Well, you never know till you put him on the stage.
And we put him on the stage and he wasn't ready.
Because I tell you what.
Okay.
I stand by nepotism. Look, nepotism wasn't an issue anywhere else before Brown wanted to get his son up in it, right?
Okay.
If D. Reed if D. Reed wanted one of his children to become a barber or what have you,
I did.
I would not expect him to say, well, you better put in all the work from the mud that I did from when I was a kid in Riverside, just cutting hair in one chair in an apartment. And then, no. I expect him to be like, okay, well, now I done laid the blueprint and the foundation. Let's get this transition smooth into barbering. I mean, I know they still got to get the license and stuff, but I imagine they path to becoming a barber or a stylist or what have you, it better be easier than the person who doesn't have a D. Reed or whoever has their phone.
Also, Nitty, the barber has to have skills.
Right.
Right.
But Well, we don't want to
say
we don't want to say Bronny doesn't have skills. Now his skills may be subpar by NBA standards, but he had to have some skills to even get looked at in college.
I don't even think so.
Okay,
Jordan Kidd went to college.
His name.
They sucked too.
It's his name.
Jordan Kidd went to college. He ain't never get to the league.
He was trash.
Yeah, he didn't want to.
Matter of fact, he scored more than Bronny. But anyway, because Jordan's son averaged 8 points. Brian averaged 2 points.
Averaged 8 points at what school?
I forget, he was at some raggedy school, but he was trash.
It wasn't USC.
It wasn't a raggedy school, but he was trash.
High.
But let me say this though, because he made a good point about Barber, and let me to each his own. I am a little bit different. I got my son clippers when he was like 15, 16. Mm-hmm. I couldn't just put him in the shop. He didn't grab it. He cut hair. All my kids can actually cut a little bit, but my daughter grabbed it and became crazy dope with the clippers. However, I had a shop then. I had 2 shops at the time. I didn't just put her in the shop, because I didn't want her to get discouraged because she wasn't there yet. So I let her go ahead to school, and I let her go to different other shops so she can learn different trades, whether it's washing hair, all that, until she decided to start picking up the clippers. When I started seeing her making great progress, like, damn, she good, we could put her in the shop. It's just I didn't want to put her in a shop, because my shop was high-powered, dope-ass barbers. You know what I mean? Do I want her around them? Yes, but she just wasn't ready
So
yet.
you said you put her in those other avenues that she kind of went through to become the stylist?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah, I had to.
So,
because I didn't want to embarrass her. You know what I mean? To be like, I'm
but that's to my point, even D. Because here's why. All right. Like for instance, one of my side quests I want to fulfill in life is being a bartender. Right. Mm-hmm. All right. So I got my ABCC card and all of that stuff. I learned very quickly. The gatekeeping to try to get into the bartending game is very tough.
I heard that.
Right? So I'm going around, I'm asking her, and you know,
I heard that.
It's a lot of, and I know some folk, but it's still a lot of,
in Delaware?
In Delaware.
Oh, Delaware got some gatekeepers. I was like, God damn.
So it's very difficult.
You don't even own the gate.
I'm working on trying to get in, right? See, but here's the difference. Because I don't have someone who could just, put me in the direction. Now, what I'm saying is, D. Reed, you were at least able to make sure your daughter got into those let's say.
Well, she went to Paul Mitchell. I let her go to Paul Mitchell, and then she went to a couple more mix shops so she can learn versatile, different hair. She wasn't ready for the urban. I got dogs in my shop that can go to this day. Shout out to all of them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of them. But they was dogs. I couldn't put her around the dogs yet, but I want to make sure that she had a potential. And like 1 to 10, I want to at least make sure she was like a 6.5.
And she had the resource like you to make sure she could get in. Because you have to pay. You have to pay to go to Paul Mitchell.
Yeah, but I own the barbershop. He don't own NBA.
See what I'm saying?
See, but did she ask?
But you provided the avenue.
But D-Reed, let me ask you this. Right. But did she ask you?
Ask me what?
Did she tell you that she wanted to cut hair?
Yes.
Okay, well that's different. I think it's more. I think it's more what LeBron wanted to do.
See, there we go. Now we get somewhere.
Because his sons don't have to play basketball in the NBA to still be famous, celebrity, and well taken care of. But there are kids who started with a basketball in their hand from the age 1, who have those dreams of accomplishing that feat. That's the problem.
You know what? I have to.
Especially if you're not nice.
I got to piggyback off you because, and I'm gonna tell you, this is a barbershop. We're gonna keep it 100, and I could be wrong, so I'm cool with that. Correct me, but I do think it has an overshadow of what LeBron wanted. And LeBron, he's playing great still now. Don't get me wrong, but he's still getting older. And in his mind, I'm gonna be out of here in a year or two, and I want to play with my son. So it's either now or never because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Black man made it.
And I think it's selfish. I think it's selfish because he feel it was all about him.
I don't even think he wanted.
But I think it was all about him. It wasn't about his son. It's about him.
I agree with that, and that's the whole point.
So y'all know. So did his son say he didn't want to play ball? He looked like he wanted to play ball.
Man,
he can't say that.
He didn't want to let his dad down.
He can't say that.
He'll still be financially.
I mean, let's be honest, right? When do you think this will ever happen again?
Never.
It may not.
Right. So LeBron's a champion. He's a winner.
We get that.
He wants to be number one. He don't want to be compared to a Michael and things of that things of that nature.
Yeah.
But no one will ever well, I ain't gonna say no one, but right now he's the first who ever done that. And that's huge.
Right.
If I was in his shoes, I would want to do the same thing.
He can't wait to do it. Because
answer your point about having to go to Paul Mitchell. I mean, Bronny being in the G League is like now putting him in Paul Mitchell. He got the NBA salary while he's at Paul Mitchell.
Well,
but he don't need the money, bro.
Smart.
Well, I think the fact is what we see now.
It don't mean you don't want it if you can't get it.
Yeah, but with him going back to the G League is really saying that he had no business. But he had no business on the goddamn NBA court.
It's not a downgrade for Bronny.
He didn't have no business on the goddamn on NBA court.
I'm gonna tell you what's a downgrade.
And we love him.
They said Russell Westbrook getting sent down to the G League. That's a downgrade.
Is he?
MVP going to the G League. That's a downgrade.
Well, if he going to the G League,
I haven't checked to see if it's credible yet. But they said,
hey, look, if he going to the G League, he gonna bring hell with him.
I'm not blaming Bron either.
And average 40 a game.
Easy.
No, he'll
be in the G League for 4 days.
Yeah, somebody else was doing that too. With the boy Barron, somebody was doing
a couple people that
they was killing the G League. Like
he's gonna bring hell with him.
So, and to all due respect, we are not blaming Bronny. He's just doing like you said. It's my dad, man, and that's what he wants. I'm gonna make sure you know what I mean.
My son gonna do what I tell him to do.
I don't blame Bron either though.
I can't blame him. You know what I mean?
We see it happen all the time in all industries.
So listen. On another note, real quick, This is kind of terrible story, y'all. It's terrible. We're gonna hit it and then we're gonna be out. Lil Durk.
Oh man.
Oh Lord.
I did just hear about.
Oh my. And I heard a couple of songs. We like Lil Durk writing the music. I just didn't like his songs like 2 minutes long on it. Y'all got his album one time. The song's like 2 minutes.
That's the industry now.
I didn't know that
because the
song come on and go off.
Attention span is so short because of the internet listeners.
Goodness gracious! Did you know that the song be 2:01? Damn.
Yeah, I mean it don't take a lot of words to tell
minutes.
on yourself.
Man, Moments in Love is 20 minutes. Moments in Love. Remember that?
He was peer pressured, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't see that. That's what happened.
That was a good time in undergrad.
Look at Carrie Bear. Look, she's like, I don't know that old shit, D-Reed. Go ahead with that gray hair. Anyway, but yeah, Lil Durk, man. So Lil Durk got locked up just recently because he's supposed to be allegedly part of murder for hire.
Indicted.
And he is one of the biggest rappers and stars and what in the world.
And this is one of his mans turned on.
Oh, Lord, goodness have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Money to the man, put him on.
So
what is that? Like one of his, it's crazy.
One of his like bros.
Now, he got out of jail. He getting $50,000. You know, that's my boy. I'm gonna put him back on, getting $50,000. Allegedly, that's what they were saying in the story. Yeah. And the boy followed him for a couple of years, wired up. His own boy. You know what, man? Let me tell you something. I was, every morning I go to the gym and I try to put like a little positive. I'm trying, add some type of light to this world sometimes. You know what I mean? And one of my last posts was, I used to cut the hair of a psychologist major. And we used to talk about psychology, mental health, and all that all the time. He was a professor at UD.
Okay, shout out to Blue Hat Nation.
Yes. Rest in peace, Mr. Ship. Let me just say that. Great guy, dignitary. And he said, he was talking to me about psychology. He's like, Derek, he's like, call me Derek. One of the things that we can't figure out about the human psyche is that the people that you do the most for are the ones that's going to hurt you. And he told me that. Yeah. He said it's almost like the hand that feeds you, you're going to get it bit by the person that you're trying to feed. And this is a prime example of someone who got out of jail, looked out for him, put him on, you're going to go on tour. Meanwhile, he's wired up. You know what I mean? So I don't know why he would do that. I don't know. But, but that was part of the story.
If he did that means them feds had something on him that was going to put him back in for a very long time. He started looking down the barrel of that sentence and was like, oh, you know what? I ain't going back.
Lil Durk flew the shooters in on a private jet.
It's
not near one on Florida private jet.
He
flew him in on a private jet.
That's a RICO case.
Yeah,
look how unfair.
They come to that RICO. They coming hard.
Yeah.
One of my close peoples is in law enforcement, and she once told me. She said, "You'd be surprised how all these killers and thugs that or heard as killers and thugs will flip the script and tell the minute they throw a sentence at them and say, this is what you're looking at, but this is what you can get." And they said all they do is hope that their name don't get out there. But basically, it happens a lot more than you think.
Wow.
I know it do.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hots, man. Wow, y'all did a good job, man.
Appreciate you, man.
I thought we were going to go left for a minute on that politics, because I be kind of like...
that's edgy. That's edgy.
I got a friend right now, Devin. We arguing on Instagram every 3 a.m. I'm up. Nigga, I'm telling you, we thumbing it. Anyway, Devin, what's up, man? I love you, boy. But you know what? It's certain people that you can argue with. You can't argue with everybody, especially about politics, because you can just end the friendship and all that stuff.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, that was the Hots. If you just tuned in to Cuts, Convo, and Coffee, make sure you go ahead and push that subscribe button. Everybody know you're watching this on YouTube. You're watching this on any social media program. Make sure you go ahead and push share. That's right. Y'all watch me. Push that share. Y'all. My nephew on there and everything. What's up, Earl? Anyway, getting back to you, man.
Yeah.
OG Nitty in the building, man. From 91.3 WVU. Am I right?
Yes, WVUD.
WVUD.
The
pastor.
Minister Bone Money. You gotta get yours. I gotta get mine. Church of everything that's good in the streets.
Let's talk about that, man. What made you choose the pastor outfit, man, and stuff like that? We're gonna segue into this too.
Well, here's the thing, because this is a character that I reprise. I don't have a Halloween closet like some people.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. Shots.
And one of the things I guess you kind of call it trolling because one thing I learned that, once the social media age really kicked in is church folk get real upset.
About Halloween?
About everything. And sometimes it gets so funny. But yes, about Halloween especially because, I used to tell my friends, if you celebrate Hallelujah night, you celebrate Halloween.
Yes, you do. That's so true. So are you a religious person or anything like that? No,
I'm a spiritual person.
Very spiritual person.
I'm a spiritual person.
So not really religious. Conspiracy theorist. Or about that? Are you?
I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. Now, some I listen to, some I may be believing, but I may hear a person out. But I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a conspiracy theorist.
Illuminati and stuff like that. You scared of words because some people are scared of words.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Illuminati.
You always hear about Illuminati, but the people I hear about Illuminati, because when they talk about Illuminati, they talk about these people with these like super extensive tax brackets with these super extensive power.
Yeah, I got another name for them.
And when these folks the folks who start talking to me the most about them are people who I'm like, well, how did you find out? Because we're not near those tax brackets.
Yeah, but you know what?
Where'd the secrets come from?
Go ahead, because I got something to say about this. I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't care.
What Top Shelf is trying to ask you, do you believe in aliens?
Do you believe in aliens? Have Kim, I was going to get to that. Thank you.
Listen here. I refuse to believe that we're the only life in this universe.
Okay, there you go. Kira Beer?
I believe in them.
You believe in aliens? You seen one? Y'all seen one?
There could be amongst us. Men in Black might have told us something. How many times have you seen a movie then you realize art imitate life? They might be trying to tell us. Yeah, they might be trying to tell us something.
So do y'all know about aliens and stuff like that?
I won't say I know about them, but
okay, like the different types and stuff. Like I'm deep in it though. I don't even share it too much on here, but people call me, ask me questions about stuff like the grays, the tall whites, the little whites, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I get to all that stuff. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist though, but as far as the.
So you do believe aliens exist?
I do.
Good.
I do. Absolutely. I could believe it, and the word belief means to accept it as being truth. So, yeah, it's not a fact, but it's something that I do believe. You know what I mean? So
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Flat Earth or round Earth? Let's talk about it.
Oh, my God. Bad Earth.
I'm going to start.
Bad Earth, but go ahead.
I'm going to still go with rounds. I'm going to go with the sphere. Somebody got to fall off.
I'm in the middle, and I was round, but what happened was someone asked an airplane pilot about it. He's like, man, it's flat. I fly this. When I heard him say that, I was like, he kind of leaned me over a little bit to that. Well, pause, but, to that. What you think?
Flat.
We
live in a dome. We in flat Earth for sure.
Oh, girl.
I'm going with the flat.
Let me tell you something, too, about elites and the powers that be that I don't like, y'all. And I'm going to go a little left on a little bit. Y'all, just stay with me, rock with me.
Okay.
I was watching The Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? Right. And how I look at this is that the wizard was controlling everybody. Rather on the Wiz or the Wizard, right? He controlled everybody. Even on the Wiz, our one that we like with Michael Jackson, he would change the color green, it's red, and everybody would dance to his tune and dance to his music. But they never seen the Wizard. You know what I mean? Until Dorothy came behind there and pulled the curtain and saw that your ass was a coward. Anybody that hides is a goddamn coward. I don't care who you is. I don't care what elite you are, what Illuminati, whatever name you call, you ain't never showing yourself. And oh man, the power, everybody's scared that somebody going to come kill them.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how they feel. But these are cowards. These are people that's hiding, people that y'all scared of or you want to call elite. You can't add a face to nothing. You don't add no face until Dorothy came out and pulled that curtain. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. One day we're going to be able to pull that curtain back and you're going to see that person or see those people and be like, they was the one that controlling everybody? Mm-hmm. They was the one? And you're going to be upset. But I'm telling you, this is what we deal with. This is a mental. Am I right here, kid? This is a mental thing that we deal with.
But I heard about it.
It's the truth. It's a mental thing that we deal with. Oh, man, he's part of this and putting up signs and stuff. Who's that person to add to it? Who's the family that's added to it? They hiding. You know what I mean? Because they're cowards.
They call them
symbols that. Show yourself. They. Or they keep saying they. Well, they this and they that. You ever think about that? And I hate to use the Wizard of Oz as an example, but this is the same thing. He was behind the curtain hiding and like, this little man, he was scared of everybody. And so, they scared too. But anyway, Cutsconvocoffee.
But yeah, I believe it. I believe there's other life forms out there.
So you do?
Yeah, it's too, especially, science is discovering all these different planets and celestial bodies. And you telling me we just happen to have the only one that can sustain life?
Well, how we get here?
The only one?
Oh, I'm going too deep in that.
That's a whole
how we get here?
That's a whole nother question.
How we get here?
Now,
How we get here, Cara Bear?
Me on that segment.
Nah, you really trying to get the
how
church
we
back
get
here?
Let me tell you something, man. Everybody know that let me go somewhere. Listen to Barbershop. Listen. But let me tell you this real quick. Listen, everybody know that my shop is called His Image, and I wear an emblem called His Image because it's created in His image and after His likeness. And then it's a part in the Bible where it says, God said, let us create man and in own likeness and in His image and all that stuff, right? But for Him to create man that already existed. How about that? He said, let us make man in our image. That means he already existed. Now we're going to make him into our likeness and our. You ever thought about that? Y'all don't even realize that. Because I can't say, let's create a car. You're going to like, what a car look like?
Right.
Right. A car has to already existed. So I said, let's create a car that's red and make it do this and that. But the car has to exist already. You never thought about that? You never thought about that? Let us create man.
Anyway, so
he said, let us create this thing called man. Everybody, what's the man? No, they knew what the man was. And he said, we're going to create him in our image now. So he already has something going on, but we're going to make him like us.
So where'd the first one come from?
We don't do that. Don't do that. Now you want to go down there.
Where'd the prototype come from?
Now you want to go down there.
Was English not a made-up language?
Huh?
So what's it even called car in BC or whatever? Because English was made up in centuries ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what was a car?
Well, keep in mind, all the cars come from like Egyptian names, like the Ultima, the Maxima. Those are Egyptian gods.
See, now we talking.
That we worship God still, but we call them the Maxima, the Ultima. Those are gods.
So are we gods?
Yeah, your word hours. Your hours come from the word Horus.
Are you a god?
Yes.
All right then.
Come on now. Oh, listen. Here we go. Anyway, half amazing. Look, y'all just tuned in. I gotta ask you another question. Are you into superheroes and stuff like that? Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Oh my God.
That's too deep in here, yo.
Which Marvel? Oh, well, I'm going to do it for the culture, Black Panther.
Kara, you look like you into superheroes and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, I know you in like Marvel, DC. I know you into all that
I'm
stuff.
a superhero. I like me.
Okay.
What's your superhero name?
What's your power?
Don't even look how she look at the camera though.
I know, right?
Anyway, you know what, Nitty, I wanted to ask you something too, even about the radio, because I'm gonna go back to real before I forget. Like, what's some of your challenges being a radio personality? What's some of your challenges in that?
Well, some of the actually, what I found to be one of the biggest challenges, again, going back to the guests. Here's why: because you're not always sure what that guest is bringing to the program.
Right.
All right. And even from a standpoint of, okay, if you get a D read on your show, oh, you golden. All right. That show is just gonna carry. But then you might get somebody who is on the total opposite end of that spectrum. You're just like pulling teeth to get information out of them, because it still has to be entertaining. But the biggest challenge is, and I'm about to sound like some folk we would talk about, right? Uh-huh. You'll see where I'm going with this.
Go ahead, do you?
There was a time where I actually had to stop letting hip-hop artists on my show.
Really?
Yeah, because they couldn't seem to grasp the fact that the N-word is a cuss word.
Wow.
And we be on live radio,
and you can't say,
and they just letting that thing slip. And I would tell them, you cannot. First of all, you can't cuss. All right. I mean, the basic stuff like ass me, but you can't cuss. And N-word, please, it falls right up under there. And then they come on, like I said, I guess the interview feels too comfortable, and then they start letting us fly. We didn't have a delay button in our budget at the time,
So what is the?
I got suspended a couple times for that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing.
You got suspended because they was using.
Yeah, because we had to take the responsibility for our guests.
Right.
Yeah, so listeners called up and complained that language was being used. It gets back to the station manager, and we have a constitution or whatever, and he said, "Now I'm gonna have to. I love you."
There's a standard.
Yeah.
I occasionally use the word, and I think I'm getting to the point where I'm probably going to try to omit it out of my vocabulary because I have a vast vocabulary. You know what I mean? So I just want to do it serendipitously.
No doubt.
So I want to just walk in. I'm done. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, because I can say it with the best of them too, but I know when not to.
Exactly.
And so in my mind, that's what I'm expecting. Well, you would have that same kind of logic, but. Alas, they say about common sense.
I didn't know they suspend you. Did you know that? I didn't know they suspend you.
You can get suspended, at our station anyway. It depends on which station, you're at or where in the industry you are. But our station,
So how long did they suspend you? Like a day and you can't do the next show or whatever? How did they do that?
Yeah, so the first time I just missed the next show.
Wow.
And then the next time we were suspended for like a month.
Oh, wow. Only because your guest used the N-word.
Correct.
Or a F-bomb or something like that. Wow, hair cam. How did I do on your show? I'm good, right?
Oh, yeah, you were clean.
Oh, see.
Okay, D-Reed.
I try, you know what I mean? But I'm outside the studio. You gonna get it. You gonna get these ends. Yeah. Especially if you owe my money, yo.
At one time, I got to a point where I would start sending out emails, basically, in the email outlining the things that shouldn't be done when you come to the studio. All because of that stuff. Before, I never thought to do that.
Did they give you backlash because you sit there and say, yo, man, y'all can't be using it? Man, that's how we talk, man. Did they do that? Did they do that? I can see rappers doing that.
No, they just like, oh, my bad, God, I forgot. Or, just feeling that. Yeah, they don't get mad that I told them, but it's, They're like, I forgot, but I'm like, that's not gonna help me.
We don't need the killing in hip hop.
I see that phone. I see that phone start ringing on the private line. I was like, dang, that's my station, man.
It's Illuminati. It's a behind the curtain.
It's
you got a face to them?
It's eyes.
They ain't got no face, but they can control everything. They just control everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you see him, he be like this tall. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, listen, you just tuned in to Cuts Convo and Coffee, man. Make sure you go ahead and push that subscribe button. And later on in the show, I'm going to tell you why you need to go ahead and push that subscribe button. I'm here with my bro, OG Nitty, who is killing this show, man. So exciting to have you here.
I like this, man.
Man, this is really cool, man. Listen, we got a couple more segments got to come up before we end the show. This is one of my segments that I really like, Cam, because we get to pull people back a little bit that went a little bit too left.
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Out of Pocket. Let's go. Now live, it's on. You know what I mean? Listen, so I was having to be on the social media, and when I say this, you all guys probably saw it yourself, and we try to bring people back into the carpet. You know what I mean? Okay. Now this is a person that I don't know the face, but I know that they created that Dwayne Wade statue.
Oh my God!
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God!
No, did you see Dwayne Wade? Proofread the
show that right now, Cam. Oh my God! When they opened the curtains and Dwayne Wade, there it is. Dwayne Wade looked at the thing. He was like, who is this guy? They said it's Dwayne Fishburne Wade. They said it looked like Lawrence Fishburne. Yo, this ain't the first, because they messed up on Kobe's statue too.
But they didn't mess up on the statue, is what I'm telling y'all.
They did.
He then made a post of him behind the scenes looking at the statue before they even did.
Oh, he greenlit it?
Shit before.
Man.
He seen the shit before he proofread the statue before they put it up.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get suspended because Shakira wants to say that.
The nigga proofread the shit before, like, pissed me off.
Yo, he tore that shit up, didn't he? Oh my God. Hey.
Here we go. Like, who the? He knew what it was. He knew what it was. Proofread the statue before they put it up. The nigga is crazy.
Yo,
sorry.
So he's doing a lot of crazy stuff anyway, right? It fits you, right? So like,
don't greenlight
so
that.
He greenlighted it.
Greenlighted it.
Wow.
They only had the face at the time when he greenlighted it. He's looking at it. He's going around it. He's giving thumbs up.
Man, you would think with all this AI stuff and all this, AI is something else.
Right. All this modern
you could
technology.
make it look just like him, like totally like.
I'm looking like
the wax museum people could have did the statue better than whoever did that statue.
Yeah,
some people look just like him.
Even the pose, right? It's some pose that Dwayne is known for. That's not what I never seen him do that. Did he do that in the game? What did he just?
He did this is my house before. Yeah.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, somebody riled him up. He's like, "This is my house. This is my shit."
Oh man, he wanted.
But that statue looked more like Jamin Hansu.
That was corny, and I really hate to do it, y'all. I really don't want to give the out of pocket to a person that I haven't seen, faceless, and an artist. But we didn't.
He's out of pocket for even allowing them to do that.
Whoever did the Dwayne statue, brother, you out of pocket. And you know what? But I know people agree with me.
Out of pocket.
Because we lost our mind on social
Because that ain't nobody's Dwayne Wade.
Out of pocket.
Anyway, man.
I don't watch the NBA too long to accept that as Dwayne Wade.
Wow, man. Listen, we getting right along, y'all, on this show. Let's make sure you go ahead and put the subscribe button, man. And let everybody know you're watching the #1 barbershop podcast, Cuts Convo and Coffee, with my man, OG Nitty here.
In the building.
Man, my star of the show. Listen, I always try to ask people certain things that's going to help, the culture and all those type of things near the end of the show, because I always want to leave you guys with a message. Y'all know how I do. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this. Things you would like to see in our culture.
Things I would like to see in our culture.
Yes.
I'd like to see us getting back to interacting with each other outside of behind the keyboard.
Yes.
Okay.
How about that? Let's bring back some social skills. Let's try that.
It's like no phones, you mean? Like don't bring your phone.
It doesn't even have to be no phones, but just get out. And
Okay, give me an example.
Dating.
Give me an example.
Even outside of that, people just don't even know how to talk to each other anymore. But yes, you can say this is a spinoff from the dating scene, because when I hear about the issues that people go through with trying to be on dating scene, whether it's be Tinder or Bumble or whatever they use out there, swipe left, swipe right, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, it just sounds like these people don't know how to talk to people. The things I hear women say, well, I'll have a general conversation with a woman, right? And they'll be like, damn, this is so refreshing because da-da-da. I'm like, I really just had a conversation. Is it this easy now? Did people out there make it this easy for people like me who came from the era where you actually had to get out and speak to people? It can't be, but apparently it is. Let's get back outside.
I like to speak to that, Frank. I think you made a good point. I think now we're in a day and age where people are afraid to actually sit with people and show their real authenticity because you see so much fake stuff during social media.
It's a fact.
Yeah, that you got to compartmentalize it all.
Exactly.
And I think that's what we miss, because back in the day you had to have game.
Yeah.
You had to have them be able to sit down and
you had to be
have a
honest.
conversation.
And a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
They really really do like that. That's why when I don't, I want to call and talk to you and hear your
Right.
voice. And if I don't, I'm sending you an audio message because you're gonna feel what I'm saying in that message. Don't text me back. It's a better audio message.
And plus, so much can get lost in translation in text.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I want you to feel me.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to have more gatherings like that, social gatherings without the phones and say that type of stuff.
Come on,
that's
man.
good stuff. So
that's called a Diddy party.
Oh no.
Hair cam. I saw somebody with baby oil for Halloween, man. Come on, man. You know what's coming. All the Diddy outfits. Oh Lord, they was creative. Y'all see the Diddy stuff?
Oh man.
Oh my God. Dang, they got Dirk and Diddy. Damn.
I got a question for y'all. I got a trivial question for y'all.
Let's talk about
y'all radio guys, y'all
podcast
guys. You ready? Can you name the first podcast?
The first podcast?
Right. The first person doing it.
The first person doing the podcast. That's a really good one.
I feel like I heard this recently too, but don't give me the line. Oh my God.
I can give you a hint, but the first
that's a great question here, Ken.
Video and everything.
Who's the first person that had a podcast? Do y'all know? They said Diddy Party. So,
How long ago was this?
Yeah, a long time ago.
A long time ago?
Before I was born?
The first place.
I don't know.
The first person that had a podcast back in the day?
Video, microphone, and everything.
Video.
Guess.
I don't know. Robin
and it's still going to this day.
No.
Yeah.
Tom Joyner?
Howard Stern.
I was going to say that. I should have thought of that.
That's right. Howard Stern. Good one. That was good. Yeah. He was the first one.
The originator.
And filthy rich.
And nobody thought to have a podcast.
His podcast was raw and uncut.
See, his radio show was crazy. So you know the podcast.
Let's unpack that just a little bit too, because you're right? But this is the era when people wasn't copying off of everybody. Everybody tried to be original, and they felt, well, that's Howard Stern thing. I'm gonna do something else, and that's how they did about music too.
Yeah.
You know, Rakim is an intelligent rapper, and Will Smith talks about parents just doing. Everybody tried to be different. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's why. And he was the only one. Nobody think to do the same thing he's doing. Because we always trying to recreate.
I want my podcast like his.
Because
I need people in there in their boxers. You coming in, you want gas, you better be in your boxers.
That's how you want.
I think I'll be there.
The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Shakira's here because she got a podcast coming, y'all. And listen, let me tell you something. You're doing real good. I just want people to meet you and get the personality because, girl, you got it, girl. You're doing your thing. You hear me?
Thank you.
That's what's up. One more question for you. One more question. I might got you. Maybe one more. How can we help you and what you doing and all that stuff? How can we help you?
Listen, just tell your folk to go ahead and listen to Team Nitty Radio each and every Sunday afternoon, 91.3 FM, WVUD and WVUD HD1 Newark, the voice of the University of Delaware. Like I said, Sundays 1 to 3 p.m. If you're out of our FM range, you can simply go to WVUD.org. Again, that's WVUD.org. Or you can simply download the TuneIn app to your smartphone or your tablet. No reason in the world not to listen to Team Nitty Radio each and every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m.
Let me tell you, hey, Haircam. Now I know you probably didn't tune in yet, but I'm sure you are. But let me tell you something. Haircam got some good music too. He played good. You know when you come in here, it's dope. Yeah. He got good songs, y'all. I'm talking about you play a little bit of everything. Man.
Yeah.
He played the mature. He played a song like, I know y'all forgot about this, and like, what in the world? Like, wow, and you really forgot about it. He got good music like that, man. So make sure y'all tune in 91.3, man. It's amazing.
I'm the low key best DJ in my house.
Yo, he brought the turntables here too before. It's amazing. I couldn't stop him. So anyway, I want to ask you too another question. I knew it was one more thing I want to ask you. Comedy. Where do you take on comedy, and are you trying to get into comedy to stand up, and how you do? Because that's on my bucket list.
It's a great question. It's one that I've been asked before. Right? First of all, I love comedy.
Yeah,
hands down.
So you gonna love what
comedy is my favorite movie genre.
Right.
I love stand-up comedy.
You did stand up before?
So I've done some.
Okay.
All right. I didn't keep it up. People always say, "Are you going to get into stand-up? You should do it. You're going to do more." I tried it. I realized I didn't love it in terms of performing it. And for something like stand-up, you got to love it if you really want to move forward with it.
Yes.
Like I could tell somebody, yes, I actually fell in love with radio. So I can do that any given day of the week. And you ask me to do
it shows.
If you ask me to do it 30 days in a month, I'll get out there and find a way to do it. Comedy, I didn't feel, while I liked it, stand-up, I didn't feel that same kind of passion. And, out of respect to myself and those guys and gals who are out there doing it from the heart, from the mud, I was like, I wouldn't go out and just do stand-up. But, I incorporate comedy, of course, into the radio show, or if I'm hosting or emceeing a show or something like that. So it may get it'll give some stand-up elements, but I wouldn't go out and just be a stand-up comic.
That's fair, and that's actually honest, man. That's really good. You know, you love comedy, like it, but not for you to perform on stage. Like me, I like to be on stage, period. You know what I mean? Exactly. And performing and stuff like that. Do I love it? Yeah, I do. I think I do love it. Man, he came working on a special too. We might be doing some stuff and all that. So what about acting and stuff like that? You know, I do plays.
Yeah. Now, acting, I would definitely do acting. I just know I'm not that good of an actor, but if somebody said I want you to act in this thing, most times I'm probably like, okay, I'll give it a shot. You know, just because I've done plays and stuff in high school, and people, I've done like little bit parts that people want to be doing like their when they're creating movies and stuff. Right. But it's always something I've been open to. I just wish I had better skills. Not
only that you're funny, but you got an awesome personality too, and you're awesome every personality. You're funny and your voice. You know what I mean? You got it, bro. You got it, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Real talk, man. Listen, man. Give it up for my man, OG Nitty, man. Oh my gosh, man! I love that. I love guests like this. I love people that are really authentic and close to me. That we kick it. You know what I mean? So that's good. Now I'll be watching you on Facebook too. I'll support everything you do on Facebook, whatever it is. You know what I mean? And you say some very mind critically thinking things. You know what I mean? Which I love. You know? Because I think we have to stretch ourselves now. We got to get past a lot of stuff that the same old. I don't like the same old. Y'all we got to get past that and do something new. And even with me writing the theater play, I already know that they do relationship plays. Right. Yeah, but my play is about a black-owned bakery. You know what I mean? Where'd that come from? I just want to do something different than, everybody saying this about this girl, this woman. I just want to do that. You know what I mean? But I watch you putting stuff on Facebook that causes people to think critically, man. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
And I still cut up too, y'all. There's going to be some jokes in there.
He cut up. Yeah, man.
You might get offended one time or two.
Again, man. Once again, for my man, OG Nitty. If you just tuned in to Cutsconvocoffee, the boy Top Shelf D. Reed, along with my man, Half Cam, Half Amazing. Look. Make sure they put subscribe on YouTube and all that stuff. I got one more segment. Is that cool?
Man, you been flying.
We rolling. We doing good on time. Everybody good? We all?
Yeah, I'm great, man.
That was good. Listen, it's time for Just Ask D. Reed. Let's go. For those who just tuned in, I got a couple segments because we got to pay the bills. Half Cam, this is one that someone sent me. I actually did this one last week, I believe. But it's a really good one by AC.
So how did you pick it? I mean, we have so many to go through.
Well, what happened was the last one we had musical guests on there, so this was like more so touch on the music a little bit, but this one is all about business. You know what I mean?
You think we might have to start doing like 2 or 3 at one because we have so many?
Yeah, that's cool. If y'all want more Ask D. Reed, I try to answer my best of my ability. Listen, I don't know everything, but I give you my best, perspective and all that stuff.
I sent one in one time. You just ain't know it.
Really, Half Cam?
Yeah, I've been waiting on it.
Did he read yours?
No.
He's like, thank you, nigga. Thank you, nigga. It's like that. Can I say that?
Nigga.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
I've been saying nigga since
he Listen. So here we go. D. Reed, man, I love the show, man. I love what you and your man Half Cam is doing. My question is simply because you said something on the show about you are a business owner. Yeah, I'm a cereal business owner. Let's get it. Cereal. Somebody gave me that name. I didn't know what that serial killer. A cereal business owner. But yeah, I got into entrepreneurship. We'll talk about that because I just didn't want to work for nobody. I just felt like that. To each his own. But look, my question is simple. I want to start my own business, and plain and simple, where do I start? And that seemed like easy question and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. One thing about your purpose in life is always connected to your gifts and talent. And that's something that you had nothing to do with you. You just have it. Whatever it is, it's just given to you. You wake up and you could do it like it's nothing. You know what I mean? So I will follow my gifts and my talents and what I do that's kind of special. It's like an innate ability. You know what I mean? And you connect that to your purpose. Say, well, maybe I need to be doing this and stuff like that. Some people are good with math. Some people are good with talking to people. Some people are good with their hands and all this stuff. You're like, where'd that come from? But it's connected to your purpose. So I would say follow your purpose. You know what I mean? Much as you can. And then get education on whatever that is, and then get to that practicing and building yourself up. One thing about starting your business, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us, have to get past that fear barrier. You know what I mean? And fear, it will stop you from doing a lot of things. You know what I mean? And one thing, again, I quote Will Smith again because he said that God places the best things of life on the other side of fear. And I love that. You know what I mean? God don't Hand Cam. Anyway, but listen, follow your gifts, follow your talent, and that connects you to your purpose. Once you got your purpose, hey, your career right there. There it is. Hey, man, let's go. Let's go.
And you know what else?
I'm going to kick this.
And that word fear, man, just to piggyback on what you said, no Diddy. Yeah. That word fear is a very bad word.
Fear.
And in the sense of moving forward, because fear doesn't even exist.
Oh,
the acronym for fear is falsehood, evidence, appearing real.
That's what they say.
But it is real, only in the people who believe in it.
Yes, I agree, man.
You're absolutely right. Fear and momentum.
And they said 90% of the things that you think are going to go wrong never happen.
And also the things you fear the most, you already experienced them.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but you got to have momentum.
Yeah, we're gonna do a segment on that too, entrepreneurship and all that stuff, and people having their own business. Cause we got to get past this fear stuff, man.
Well, then you got to bring in a financial coach. You got to bring in a tax guy.
Oh, I got one.
All kinds.
I got him.
I just like to let your listeners know. Had you listened to Team Nitty Radio a couple of weeks ago when DV was on there? That question was asked. That question was answered. I remember this very well.
Yeah.
Nitty Radio Sundays from 1 to 3.
Let me tell you something. If I could be half as good as this guy is when it comes down to asking questions, oh my God, it was amazing. And for you to come here and say, DV, I'm gonna be honest, not scripted. Boy, you're amazing. You hear me?
Sir.
He was amazing. The question, and I'll be smiling because I love someone that can ask me great questions because you want to get that conveyed out to the people. You know what I mean? Ask me a good question. You know what I mean? Something that's tough. You know what I mean? He asked me, said, "D, you always happy and stuff like that? You do something." Well, what happens? Who keeps you grounded? You know what I mean? What keeps you grounded? Okay, wait.
What keeps me grounded?
What keeps you grounded? I got you.
Failure. I failed before, so I know what it's like. So. You can nothing's guaranteed. You can always fall back. Yeah. So it's like I like to stay humble, but stay confident. Keep it moving. But once you realize, okay, these certain things can hold you back, or matter of fact, one of my jobs I used to have in the past life, I used to do what was called a job club. So I was getting people back into the workforce.
Okay. And
it was for a nonprofit that assisted folks who had diagnosed mental health or substance abuse issues.
Wow.
And, when you're talking about that population, a lot of people who are not on that side of the wall, they tend to assume, okay, they crazy or whatever, they drunk, and they just brought this on themselves. And I tell one thing I always tell people all the time, we're all just one crisis away. Some of the people y'all looking at, they were well-to-do, successful, and everything that you think a person could be, one crisis happened and sent them over the edge. Yeah, even if you think about it financially, most Americans are one paycheck away.
Yes.
Hello.
From being homeless.
That's what they say. That's the truth.
So you forget those things, and then you find out the hard way.
People don't understand that over 70% of Americans are living check to check. That speaks volumes. You know what I mean? That speaks volumes. You all know that over 70%. That's amazing. You know what I mean? So, like you said, one crisis away.
Yeah.
Some people trade their car if they got 2 flats. Try to trade the car in. Like that. You know what I mean? It's amazing. So, OG Nitty, thank you, man, once again, man, for coming on the show, man. We appreciate you so much, man. Listen, man, I know I told y'all to subscribe and all that, and this is the reason why I'm telling you to subscribe. Halfcam.
Yes,
tell them right now what they're going to get.
This.
That's right. That's right. If you are 1,000 subscriber, the boy Top Shelf Degree gonna need $1,000 cash. That's right. I'm gonna give you $1,000 cash, but I'm gonna get $500 from Nitty.
I know he brought the collection plate.
He said something earlier about fake news.
Oh,
but yes, I do have my collection plate here.
Listen, 1,000. I think we almost there. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked in a minute, but I might owe somebody.
I don't require 10%, but what's in your heart works for me.
They were like, D-Reed, give me that $1,000.
It's the Halloween collection plate.
Where'd that come from? Oh my God.
Listen here, the Lord provides.
Oh my gosh, man. OG Nitty, tell them where they can find you at, man. Give me your Instagram tags and all that stuff.
You can find me on Instagram at OG Nitty, all one word. Well, that's how Instagram is anyway. OG Nitty, all one word. And look here, don't be offended, right? And of course, you can also find me each and every Sunday afternoon on 91.3 FM, WVUD and WVUD HD1 Newark, the voice of the University of Delaware. WVUD.org, or download the TuneIn app on your smartphone or your tablet and look up WVUD.
My girl, Shakira Beer, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tell everybody where you at, girl.
Kira.Beera, Kera.Beera. Follow me now, because y'all ain't going to want to miss what I got coming.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We can't wait. We appreciate you. Listen, man, if you just tuned in to Cutsconvocoffee, I don't know why, because it's damn near at the end of the show by now, but I got to give you an announcement. December 18th to the 20th, your boy Top Shelf D-Reed, written, produced, and directed by me, yours truly, Watermelon Cornbread, The Holiday, man, is coming to the Opera House December 18th to the 20th. That's right, come meet me. Listen, I'll be flying in from Africa. Yes, I'll be leaving out. Yeah, I'll be flying in from Africa to come.
Mr. Billionaire over there.
Right.
So I'll
get your autograph before I get out of here.
Somebody ain't one check from being homeless.
Exactly.
Somebody ain't one check.
Started at 30%.
Okay, yeah. You see how you flexed on us like that?
71% average.
I gotta work them 3 days. I need to
so listen, and let me add a little cherry on top. Listen, over in Gambia, y'all, I have a festival. I have an organization over in Gambia. So what I do, I gotta fly into Morocco. Then I'm gonna head over to Senegal for a couple days, and then I'm gonna shoot it to Gambia. Why? Because my nephew over there, Bakari. I know you probably watching Bakari Kita. He's putting together the festival. His Image Festival. His Image Foundation is over in Gambia, and what we do, we supply kids with books and all that, women with personal stuff, T-shirts and clothes, pencils and all that. Matter of fact, to my group, I'm taking about 25 people with me, just so y'all know too. Last time I took about 6. This time 25.
Going next year.
Yeah.
You pay for them people to go?
No. Yeah. But I will provide transportation. But yeah. So shout out to the people that's going with us. A whole group of us, man, and we love Africa. And I know a lot of people go a lot of places, Dubai and all that stuff, which I love that type of stuff too. But I just want to go back to the motherland. It's nothing like it. You know, it's nothing like going somewhere where you feel connected. And the moment you get off the plane, they like welcome home. You know what I mean?
Good job, my brother.
Gambia is known as what they call the Smiling Coast. It's West Africa, so they got an English province, so it's a lot of English over there. Now over in Senegal, I got to learn get my French up. But the coolest thing you ever seen is black people speaking French. You're gonna lose your mind.
Come on now.
Lose your mind.
Parlez-vous, français.
Oh my God! Then come over to Gambia, and so I'll be in Gambia for maybe about a week and maybe 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks. Then I'm gonna fly back here, and I'm gonna be at the Opera House because I got a play to put on for my state. Come on, Wilmington, Delaware. I'm coming. I owe you guys this. It's a comedy stage play. It's super dope, professional. I already know how y'all gonna act. Y'all gonna turn up. You're gonna show up and show out. I know y'all are. So December 18th, 19th, 20th. Look, what they say, beat me there, don't meet me there. Get those tickets at the Opera House right now. Watermelon Cornbread coming, man. We coming. Happy Halloween to y'all, man. All that stuff, too. Right. You know what I mean? So, holiday play, you know, I threw that in there because this is Halloween when this is on the air. So, yeah. Half Cam. I think we did it, man. It's your boy, Top Shelf D. Reed. Check me out on IG. Make sure you follow the Cuts Convo and Coffee page on IG and me on TikTok for now because they agree to get rid of TikTok. Y'all know that, right? January.
Oh, so it's official?
January 19th, I believe. January 19th. Good. So I don't know how long. That's what they said. January 19th, that's what they said. You don't like TikTok?
No.
Oh,
I like it. I just don't like that. My kids like it.
Oh, they love it. They love it. But anyway, anybody else? Anything else? We go all good? Y'all straight?
Yeah, I'm great, man.
Once again, I want to thank my guest, OG Nitty. I want to thank Kira Beer for stopping through. And I cannot do this show without my man behind the can, half amazing. And I always got to end y'all with this. You know, most people say when things get right, I make a move. But the reality is, things get right when you make a move. It's the boy Top Shelf D. Reed, along with my man half amazing. See y'all next time on Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Happy Halloween, y'all. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Top Shelf D. Reed. Just want to thank you all for watching the show. Make sure you go on YouTube and push like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. God bless you.
Fontaine!